So welcome officially to our Angels Detox for Empaths. We are filled in with a bunch of community. There's a few hundred people here, here to party and here to really kind of commiserate with the blessing and the curse of being an empath. So, so here we go. Today we're going to go over some really interesting things. I wrote it out in a slideshow, so I just want to make sure I cover everything in the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and start that for us. If I have great luck, I will be able to do that. And here we go. Okay, so the tech thing, it's just not one of my strong suits. I have some strong suits. Tech is not one of them. So it's great to see all of you beautiful, sparkly souls. And can you guys feel each other, which is really great. I'm not going to share this with anybody. Okay, present. Can you guys feel each other? And so, what we're going to start with is a little invocation here. Because Spirit usually brings me people who are special. They're special. They're sensitive. They're magical. They're just beautiful souls. And we need all the help we can get right now. So let's go ahead and do an invocation and call on Spirit now. My hope for you is that you get what you need today, or that you hear whatever it is that you were meant to hear in this particular talk. So because you're sensitive, I don't have to tell you that you're not just sensitive to humans. You can also start using your sensitivity to connect with Spirit and to really become sensitive to the presence of Spirit. So when I do my invocation, see it as an opportunity for you to come closer with Spirit. And as we go through this presentation, this training, really think about or feel into which parts of it really feel like you. If there's any material, anything that I say that jumps out at you, know that that's more than likely guidance from God, guidance from Spirit. You may want to write it down or take heed. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so who am I? Okay, who am I? So for those, there's a lot of people who barely know me, and a lot of people here who know me really well. I forgot to say in the slide, if you've never heard me speak before, I may do some cussing. So just so you know, I'd like to do that disclaimer up front, just warn you, because people often don't expect that when they're coming to and talk about angels. So there you have it. Okay, so who am I? I am Corinne Grillo. I'm a licensed psychotherapist by trade. I'm also a best-selling, I didn't put this in, but it's international author of The Angel Experiment. That just happened back in November. So that book came out in October, and it got to #1, I think, towards the end of November on the Amazon charts, which is really cool and exciting, and such a miracle, especially if you know what happened to me the first part of my life, which was like just the opposite of anything that's happening now. I'm also a healer, a teacher, and a speaker, and I work a lot with angels. I also do a lot of other work, including work with indigenous practices, shamanic work. I do a lot of plant medicine. I'm a huge plant medicine advocate. And I just really am into anything that works to heal the heart. And so you'll see different things from me along the way. But today we're talking about mostly how to work with angels to help make you feel resilient and strong as an empath. So after I witnessed a big, juicy miracle, I've spent the last, and I mean a big, juicy miracle, as in I prayed for a bird. I asked the angels, I had only been talking to the angels for a couple of days. I asked the angels to help this bird that had a broken wing, to help it out of its suffering. And literally before my eyes, I watched that bird transform into 3 small birds and fly away. And then the original bird was no longer there. So that really changed me. It changed the quality of my heart, my mind. I suffered with depression for most of my life. I had a very heavy heart. I remember waking up every morning with a huge weight on my chest. Some of you may have that same weight on your chest where you feel like you can't get out of bed. It's like something's pushing you down. And most of my life, I especially from the age of 18 on, I wanted to die. And I was always too much of a wuss to take my own life. So what I didn't know back then that I know now is that I was an empath. I was a very sensitive human. And I couldn't, although I had a very rough childhood, a very intense situation growing up for most of my life, I never realized that I wasn't just carrying my own pain. I was also carrying the pain of others, the pain of my mother, my father, my brother, my sister. And we grew up in a very, we had, my dad was a really, he was a good man, but he had PTSD. So he came back from the war, did 2 tours in Vietnam, and came back extremely violent, not hard to understand why, and also with a really bad alcohol addiction. So it was a very challenging upbringing, especially because this was happening before Oprah. So before Oprah, I call it BO. People weren't talking about domestic violence or personal transformation, or, it wasn't as commonplace. So there wasn't as many avenues for women like my mother to go find and seek out help. So all of this shitstorm happened, in my childhood. And because I didn't know about the stuff that I'm about to teach you today, I became extremely polluted, heavy, extraordinarily depressed. And it really kicked off. There was all of that. And then my mom died when I was a teenager. And so after that, I was just pretty much done with life and wanting to quit, but never had the lady balls to take my own life. So I did a bunch of horrible things, at risk things. I'll tell you, the first time I felt like myself, I felt amazing, was the first time I did crystal meth, to be honest, because what it did was it shut down all of my feelings. It shut down my emotions. And all of a sudden I could sit up straight, and I didn't hate myself all of a sudden, and I didn't hate my life. So I had a bit of a problem with crystal meth for a while in my early 20s because of that. I do not recommend crystal meth as an avenue to take your pain away, because it doesn't last long. And it's bad for your teeth. So now these days I'm recommending working with spirit, working with angels, and I'll tell you exactly what to do about that, show you how. The good old days. Isn't it amazing we're all still alive? I mean, the fact that empaths like you guys are still here, that we're all still here with the weight of the crap that we're feeling, especially right now, right? Times are really intense. And I know some of you are hanging on for dear life, but don't worry, help is on the way. Spirit brought you here for a reason. Oh, so good. All right, so here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn, by the end of this webinar, you're going to learn about the sneaky energy poisons that are blocking your bliss and how to clear them with the help of spirit. You're going to learn about 5 things all empaths need to know about detoxing from this poison. So what was happening to me in my life, I was poisoned my whole life with a shitload of negativity, a shitload of self-doubt. So that's why I was struggling, and more than likely that's why you're struggling too. And because sensitives are such special people, they take on more than the average person. And so, and there's a reason for that. But if you don't know who you are and your gifts, it will come and punk you the more that you stay unconscious. So I'm so happy all of you are here, because that means you're about to take some steps, or you're currently taking steps to take yourself seriously as an empath and as a sensitive. So today you're also going to experience angel healing from Archangel Michael and his posse. And we're going to work 2 practices that I really love that are super simple, but it'll show you just the power of energy and how awesome it is to work with spirit as a vehicle towards peace, bliss, resilience, and spiritual activation. You will be invited also. At the end of this training, I'm going to invite you to a 21-day angel ritual. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. Some of you have done it. It's called the Soul Cleanse. And we're kicking that off next week. So I'm going to invite you to that and show you how to do that. I know some of you were asking this morning, how do I sign up? And I was like, wait, we got to wait till the webinar. So we're announcing it today and we're telling you how to do it. So how many of you here have done the Soul Cleanse? So once you do the soul cleanse, it's really, you know, you get to do it every year for free. And after that, so the first time is paid, and then the rest of the time we do it as a group, and it's so fun. So, so let's get ready. Make sure you're in a quiet place that you can really concentrate. I want you to commit to staying for this whole thing, because what else are we doing? we're all at home twiddling our thumbs. No, because I want you to really hear the material that we're talking about, so that you can really feel into the parts that are resonate with you, that are true for you. And so let's go ahead and call in the creator of all that is, and kind of open up the support that we need. So creator of all that is, and all of the archangels and any guardian angels, in particular the guardian angels today, please make a strong, powerful contact with this person, with these people today. Help us all come together in community. Help us have fun, and help us feel the power and the resilience and the strength that we need in order to live from our heart and really live our true lives, our true joyous lives. No matter what is happening in the world, you can actually feel pretty good. Okay, so let's see here. So what is an empath? So an empath is someone who's highly aware of the emotions of those around them. I read through a lot of the stuff that you guys wrote in the 7-Day Miracle Challenge. Yesterday, I asked people to say, hey, what's your biggest struggle? And you guys, like, I mean, there's tons and hundreds of responses there. A lot of it has to deal with feeling other people's emotions. So many empaths feel other people's emotions. What's strange is many empaths don't know that that's what's happening, right? Like I told you in the beginning, I was feeling a lot of my family suffering. Some of it was probably not my own. Empaths are keenly aware of others, and their pain points and what they need emotionally. So you can meet someone and just boom, you just kind of know them without knowing them. You just kind of know them. You can feel them. You can feel where they are. And how they're being. And a lot of times, this is not in the presentation, but I just need to say this out loud. Empaths often will begin dating the people who should be their clients, not their lovers. And that's true for friends too. So you're keenly aware, you take care of them, you can feel into them, and these people are really gravitate to you because you bring them healing and support and love. But technically, you should be charging them $150 an hour rather than having sex with them. So empaths, it takes a while for empaths to really claim who they are and understand the gift that they bring to others. And so how many of you are guilty of accidentally having sex with people who should have been your clients, you know? And so you may currently be having sex with a client. So, more power to you. Get out of that as soon as you can. But it's not just emotions that empaths feel. They can also feel physical pain too. So empaths can often feel someone's intentions. And in other words, empaths seem to pick up on many of the lived experiences of those around them. So that's happening a lot today, like right now with this coronavirus outbreak. We're picking up on other people's paranoia, fear about money. And even though we may have our own healthy level of paranoia and money, having a collective around us, that it absolutely amplifies these feelings. Oh gosh, I so want to check the chat room right now. I want to see all you suckers, all you guys who are like, yeah, I'm having sex with I know some of you are, sex with my client. Not literally, but I know that was me for a long time. Okay. So are you an empath? Here's how you know. Have you been called too sensitive? Have you felt like a black sheep, like an outcast, or like you don't belong? Do you have a hard time watching the news or harsh movies? Do you feel other people's pain? Do you feel animals' pain? Do you have dreams of a world that's based in love, where everyone shares their resources, cooperation, where suffering is eradicated? If so, more than likely, you're an empath. And there's other words, I could easily say that list and call you a light worker. I can say that list, call you an earth angel. But for the most part, empaths know on some level that we're here to help. We're just here to help. So what does this mean for empaths during COVID-19? It means that empaths are getting rocked with the trauma, pain, anxiousness, and depression of the world around them. And so I know a lot of you have already told me you're feeling like this. Go ahead and share in the chat room. If you're feeling like this now, you're feeling the heaviness, you're feeling the weight. And I want you to know so much of this is about energy mastery, that you do not have to feel the weight of everything. You don't have to feel, so many people have been feeling it every day since the start of this madness. And that is possible to just let go of. Or to greatly, deeply reduce it, I would say by 70% minimum. So empaths aren't really meant to be ordinary. Let's face it. Empaths are meant to be extraordinary. But in the beginning, being an empath can feel more like a curse than a blessing. And that's because we're just sensitive. We're feeling all the shit. So in order to be extraordinary, you have to gain mastery over your energy body. You have to deepen your relationship with spirit, and you have to do a deep soul level energy detox, probably more than one time. So I'm going to teach you some of those steps today. And there's plenty of ways to deal with being an empath. This is my roadmap because this is what worked for me. And this is what worked for thousands of people that I've had the blessing to work with over the years with exactly steps like these. So I'm going to check into the chat room here and just make sure everyone can hear me, because wouldn't that suck if you couldn't hear me? And I just said up and down. Okay, up and down. Okay, good. Looks like everybody's hearing me. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are feeling it, right? It's so heavy. For some of you, it doesn't have to be 100% heavy. Because along with the heaviness, there's a beautiful energy that's actually emerging, and I feel it emerging from the planet itself. And it's quite beautiful. So I just want to open up that framework that even though the people are funky, there's an activation happening on the planet that we can plug into as empaths. Oh, I'm just seeing the thread. Yeah. No, Vicky, not clients though. No, okay, yeah, you know, okay. I'm saying you having sex with people who could have been or should be your clients, like they should be paying you to be in your presence, your beautiful, gifted presence. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Good. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's fun to hang out with you people. Feeling it, just feeling it. And, just like everybody else, right? Or if you've ever done like, public speaking or whatever, I always get nervous before these things, and then the second I turn on the camera and I see your little name shine up, I just get excited, like a little puppy, like a golden retriever, Okay. So here's a nice little quote I found for you special people. If you feel as if you don't fit into this world, it's because you're here to create a better one. And I've always felt like an outcast, my whole life. I remember looking at my family. I must have been 4 and going, okay, so really? These people, that's my family now. And I would look into the mirror and go, okay, my name's Corinne now. Okay, so then I touch my face. Okay, this is Corinne. That's my family. This is a lot to get used to. But I couldn't remember where I came from, It's just like I just knew this is weird. It's a weird situation I just found myself in. Okay, dear empath, there's no better time on the planet than right now to become the master of your emotions and to step into your heart-centered leadership. Empaths often come to the planet to become leaders in teaching love, cooperation, and compassion. Now, you may not even know that consciously, but when I say that out loud, does it resonate with you? Do you feel something inside of you going yeah, I'm here to do something. I don't know what it is, but I'm here to do something. So, so we're family, people who feel like that, we're family. We're each other's real family. We came from a special place to come and help, to bring love and cooperation, often at the sacrifice of our own happiness, of our own joy, which is something I'd like to personally help solve and cure for us all. The truth is you can't be a teacher and leader when you're getting punked by negative juju and the emotions of the planet. It's essentially when you're unconscious and you're not conscious of who you are and what you signed up for and why you came here why you came here. So that's why energy detox is so important. So, and I didn't know the power of it until I had my first big energy detox. It was an angel healing. She detoxed me, and all of a sudden, I went from wanting to kill myself to like playfulness. I just started wanting to play, and it's weird because after that hour-long session, it was the same exact life I was walking back into, but I had changed, and it was because of the deep energy detox, that one session. And it was actually within 3 days of that one session that I received that miracle. That I saw that miracle, because she told me when I was leaving, your angels, you got a bunch of them and you need to talk to them as if they're real. And that's what I did. And then within a few days, wow. I mean, it was a crazy few days, but yeah, the miracle happened. And then I was like, okay, angels, I'm listening, because I was not necessarily a believer before that weekend. I mean, I was open to the notion of angels, but I just didn't know that they were real. So I didn't understand what was happening to me back then. But what had happened in that session was, it took just one session for me to have a deep energy cleaning. And I all of a sudden had access to myself as and the divine. And I was in divine alignment all of a sudden. And that's how quickly these energy sessions can work on us, these especially angel healing and intuitive healing, spiritual healing, and any kind of energy practice that works directly with source and God. Detox, boom, straight down to soul level. Okay, so detoxing your energy body. You are 100% a spiritual and energetic being, okay? Even the tiniest, if you put yourself under a microscope and you look at the quantum part, you'll see that you're just made of like quantum particles. And these quantum particles have giant amounts of space in between. So this physical stuff that you're in, this meat suit, is really literally an illusion. We appear solid, but we're not. We're made of energy, and we form this energy in really cool ways. And we're like, whoa, meat suit. Hey, this is a cool meat suit. I'm Corinne. What's your name? Right? But we're energy. We're energetic beings. That's why the energy body is so important. Understanding yourself as an energetic being is important, because when you feel like you're just Sally, right? You're just Jane, then you feel like, oh, now the world's against me. But if you understand yourself as energy, you realize you're fluid, that you're porous, you're fluid, and that you move throughout space and time, and that you're interconnected with everything and everything. And that includes spirit. So until you confront this truth, you will continue to be punked by other people's emotions. And over the years of not detoxing your energy body down to the soul level, your system begins to shut down. So when that happens, mental, physical disease begin to happen. Panic attacks, depression, etc., become a reality. So I had my big detox, my first energy detox at 35 years old. So essentially I had gone 35 years without a deep cleaning, without a cleaning. And that's like 35 years of not cleaning a car engine. So shit was going real wrong. My health was insane. I was on all kinds of medication. I mean, and I'm sure the fifth of tequila I was drinking every couple of days, plus the excessive amounts of Adderall and the antidepressants and the other medications and all the asthma medication, all of that was inhibiting my ability, to be healthy and alive. So one energy session changed everything. Okay, so here's what you got to do. Here's what acknowledging and healing yourself as an energetic being at the soul level will do for you. It can help you feel more powerful, more clear, stronger, and more resilient. And so I know there's plenty of healers on this call. I know a lot of you, some of you have taken my intuitive healing training, and many of you can attest to the fact that when you begin acknowledging yourself and doing some soul level work, shit changes. I mean, things can still be hard, but you can be more resilient, stronger, sometimes more clear and more powerful. So doing it will also help you release old sticky patterns that you've inherited from your ancestors. Nobody ever thinks about that, right? when they're like, you know, rocking their addiction to alcohol, they're like, they feel so guilty and so bad, like terrible people, right? And that could be you right now. You could be in the throes of, you know, dealing with a daily wine habit or whatever, and you kind of secretly hate yourself. And here's the thing, those don't come from you. They come from your ancestors. So it's like, you don't suck, your ancestors sucked, and you are the one that is having to deal with it and holds the baggage to some of that. So I just want to bring that awareness. If you don't understand epigenetics and the fact that you inherit trauma, you inherit ancestral shit unconsciously, it's like dug in there. If you don't understand that, then you can't heal it, and it will consistently come around over and over again. We also inherit this stuff from past lives. Now, you may not believe in past lives. I know I didn't until I had a really powerful experience with one, like as in my head got shut, you know, I had a deep cellular memory of having my head cut off. I was like a spiritual leader, and I had a turban on, and I was like the lead of a village, and then some other religion came and cut off my head. And so it's really deep. So I totally believe in past lives now, because I had to grieve all of that and heal it and all that stuff. Anyways, I believe in past lives, but you don't have to. It's just a good thing to acknowledge when you're asking spirit to heal things for you, asking them to help heal any past life karma or past life debt. I just include that in my shit because I know it's important. So if you don't believe it, I'll believe it for you, and we'll handle that. Okay. So what we're talking about here, by healing at the soul level, it makes you less attractive, less sticky to negative energy. If you clean out what's inside and align it with the divine, align it with awesomeness, then negative energy has a harder time sticking to you. So also acknowledging and healing yourself at the soul level will help you unlock your intuition, unlock your spiritual gifts and your life purpose. And, you know, if you think about my story, when I was doing deep suffering, I had my energy healing. I was able to connect with the divine, and almost very quickly activated my intuition and some spiritual gifts, some healing gifts. And, you know, like the bird divided into three by me asking spirit to help, you know, that's pretty badass, right? It's like, whoa, all I have to do is ask. And that's the truth. All we have to do often is just ask spirit to help us. And it can also help you open your life purpose. Many of you are concerned about your life purpose. I feel like I have a purpose. I don't know what it is. So so doing soul level work and energy work and detoxing your energy field from impurities and toxins, it'll help you kind of start naturally aligning yourself with what's awesome, with the awesomeness channel. And so in the awesomeness channel of life, you begin discovering your life purpose. You have more fun, more love, all of that stuff. And so healing yourself at a soul level will also align you with your spiritual nature, with your angels, and with the divine. So it'll help you hear spirit, help you feel spirit, help you know the truth of spirit. The work that I do is not faith-based. It's not based on faith. It's about science, practice, and art. It's like the art and dedication to stepping into yourself as a magical creature and begin calling on the forces that are going to support and help you. So faith is one part. Of course, you want to have faith, especially when you feel so disconnected. But the work that we believe in here and do is almost a scientific approach, where you through practice and through experimentation, you begin not just believing in angels, but knowing that they're there. And knowing that spirit is there to support you. And you also encounter many other allies along the way. So I already told you at the end of this webinar, I'm going to invite you to a very cool thingy called the Soul Cleanse that's going to handle actually all of this stuff and then some. I mean, it's pretty intense. It's pretty crazy, the territory that we cover in 21 days, the healing that we cover in 21 days. But we do cover ancestral healing, past life healing, and do all kinds of aligning you with your angels and allies. So I'll talk more deeply about that in a little bit. So how do you heal at the soul level? So this is where I've learned, this is where the angels and spirit come in the most. I believe angels are here not just to help humanity, but to help humanity heal at the soul level. None of you came here by accident. You came here at this mega crazy time on the planet to help heal it. And I believe you probably know that on some level, but you got to first heal yourself and learn the best way to to work with spirit to help you detox. So when I say you have to heal yourself first, I don't mean 100% fully, okay? I just mean enough so that you feel connected to spirit, that you've gotten the strength to start moving forward in your life in radical ways, that you've gotten the strength to be resilient to the toxicity around you, to the toxic people, that you've gained the strength to let go of the shit and the shitty people that are punking your space right now, and how to unplug from all of that. So some of the main poisons that pollute your energy and your energy body and zap your soul power, we've talked about some of these already, but essentially the energetic and emotional toxins that you inherited from the trauma of the past of this life or even past lives, and also the trauma that you've inherited from ancestral memories. So a lot of our poverty consciousness and your fears about money and all of that stuff comes from your ancestors' line of poverty or dealing with famines. I know incredibly wealthy people that are still panicked about money, and it's because they are still getting punked by their ancestors' belief system. It's not even their own belief system. So we look at those territories in some of the work. I know in the soul cleanse that's coming up, we look at this stuff and we start clearing it at deep levels. So also emotions from the people around you. You guys know that already. Some of you know what psychic vampires are, but it's those people that drain you. And people that drain you can come in many different packages. They don't always look like the wicked witch, or the dark sorceress. They don't always look like them. They can look like sweet little packages of love and joy. They don't have fangs, right? Usually they don't have fangs. They're really nice people. They come off as nice people, but they're the people that when you leave their company, you don't feel charged up. You feel drained because they suck the freaking life out of you. And they're not officially being mean or negative or weird. They just suck you dry. Okay. So those people you have to kind of take a closer look at. And also the planet's collective unconscious. So you may have your environment squeaky clean, right? Maybe you've got no addictions. You're rocking some veganism. You're like yoga queen. You think you're all spiritual, yet you're still getting polluted and pummeled. And that's because we're plugged into a far larger system than just us or just our relatives or our friends. We're plugged into the collective. If you haven't noticed by now, we're all connected. So we can feel other people's highs, lows, and the planet. I can feel the news without even watching it because it's like, oh gosh, I'm so enraged right now. What's going on? And then I look at my news feed and then I see some stuff going on. So you're probably the same. You're going to feel the news before you even know what's happening. And many of you felt coronavirus, felt the energy around it months before it started. When you think about not being able to sleep back in December or, like this imminent doom. I mean, I know I was having imminent doom. I thought, I didn't know what was happening. I had imminent doom most of last year, though. I think a lot of us did. It wasn't necessarily just coronavirus, but you just feel there's a kind of a shift in the energy, right? Other poisons, I already said, ancestral past life memories. And I also need to mention that there are invisible energies like beings, entities, spirits that are rocking low frequencies that could be hitchhiking with you. And so empaths that are particularly gifted, like clairvoyant or secretly mediums. I know a lot of them join my training. They don't know why they're joining my intuitive healing training until they realize like, oh my gosh, I've been a medium my whole life, or gosh, I'm just psychic and I'm just hearing the spirit's thoughts and they're chiming in these dark thoughts to me. And I didn't know it was them. I thought it was me the whole time. So sometimes, sensitives, we can be lights, and sometimes we attract just negative juju. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here real quick. How's it going? You guys following me so far? So I took off the share screen. I just wanted to check in with you guys. It's weird to just be talking to words. So hi, everybody. Just wanted to say hi again. And I am having fun going through this material. So again, make sure if you have some questions, I might have time in the end, you can put them in the Q&A. Oh, it's powerful. I don't know who your name says owner. I'm glad you like what I'm saying here. Good. Oh, I love you guys. Oh, I just love my peeps, man. So good. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get back to it then. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here's some 5 things. Okay, I could write a lot of things, right? I could write like 20 things, 80 things that we got to do to claim our power back. But here's like the ones that are the most prominent right now coming through from spirit. And so all empaths, okay, we talked about the importance of understanding yourself as an energetic being. That also means understanding that you are a divine and spiritual being, and that that with that understanding, having a daily spiritual practice is really important. And it's not just, oh, a daily spiritual practice. Really, what's most important is your discipline and your commitment to work with spirit and to work with them every day. Okay, we get stuck in our little mini lives, and we're like, "Whoa, woe is me," and we forget that we have this powerful connection. That in order to activate, you have to do steps like every day, and it's not just about simple prayer. Okay, it's not just, oh, I'm just going to pray to God every day. It's like it's like calling on an army to come surround you and support you and activate you and lift you out of your suffering. Like there's a difference there. You see what I'm saying between like, oh, I'm just going to pray. And then, okay, wait a second. I'm in this game here and I'm going to win this game. And how I'm going to do that is by enlisting my spiritual support team. And so I have a whole lot to say about spiritual practice. That's so much of what I teach. You know, I teach a lot about invocations and the power of praying in the most powerful way you can. So a daily practice that is designed to activate the divinity inside of you, okay? Not just, oh, come help me over there, but a spiritual practice that is activated to come inside of you so that your own light begins to radiate louder than the darkness. That your own light starts to shine so bright that you don't freaking need protection. Because you're so bright, you just burn out anything that's like not of awesomeness in your space. So that's where we're headed. In the beginning stages, you need like this, okay, here's some protection, da, 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 da. But my goal for everybody is to like embody the star that you are, this quintessential star power, but you don't become a star. You're already a star, but you need the discipline and commitment to own it, to claim it. And so now I just feel like empaths, you guys are the ones that need to grow your freaking teeth out like rawr, you know? So you need that kind of strength. And the only way that I've been able to cultivate that is through spiritual practice, a daily spiritual practice, something that's reverent and what's the word? Real. It's not about faith. I wait and I go into prayer until I feel the shift, until I feel the change, until I know for a fact I'm surrounded by beings. And then we get our party on together. And I ask for healing, or I ask for healing for the planet. But I mean, I'm in there. And so I teach people how to do that. And actually the soul cleanse is going to help you with that. If that's new for you and you just need something fun to do. Divine alignment. Hello. If you guys I did an 8:00 angel ritual this morning, 8:00 Pacific time in the 7-Day Miracle Challenge Facebook group. If you did not see that this morning, I recommend you go see that because it talks more deeply about divine alignment, what it means, and why it's literally one of the most important things you can do right now is getting into divine alignment. So when you are in divine alignment, very quickly, your spiritual spine, imagine that you have a physical spine and a spiritual spine. Most of us, especially if you are feeling weak right now, feeling heavy, your spiritual spine is out of alignment. Okay, you've gotten punked. You're under the ocean now, under the ocean of emotion, and most of it might not even be your own. And when that happens, when you get knocked around the bottom of the ocean, your spiritual spine gets out of alignment. So with that knowing, it's when you get your spiritual spine back into alignment, you feel optimistic, you feel resilient, you feel all of these wonderful things. You attract more loving situations. Your spiritual gifts and your intuition become skyrocketed in a good way, not in a bad way. Okay. and your toxic patterns begin to kind of fall away sometimes. And also your toxic relationships, sometimes they just naturally fall away. You don't have to do a lot of heavy lifting. So the experience of divine alignment is very challenging to discuss. It is an actual experience. It's a feeling that you get, and it can be very powerful. And some of you who've worked with me in one way or another have had experiences of this. When it happens, it's just like Shazam. All of a sudden, synchronicities are happening, and I can hear my guidance. I can hear the intuition. And it's such a beautiful experience. So when you get into divine alignment, what happens is you make spirit number one in your life. Because if spirit is not number one in your life, there's more suffering that happens. You get knocked around, rocked around the coals a little bit more. And so your life, when you're doing it proper, your life literally becomes an expression of the divine. Meaning you start moving in ways that you're being inspired through the divine, so that your actions become of great service to the divine and to the people that you serve. And it could be even just a couple people, like your family. So someone's got to do it. Someone's got to literally make spirit number one. And I'm not talking about in that really weird way that sometimes religions do it, where it becomes super judgy and like a badge that they wear, like God's number one in my life. Like it's like this like competition. Not that. I'm talking about actual spirit becomes number one, and you're like listening and you're excited or scared when you listen to divine guidance and you do it. I mean, it should be very humbling when you're doing it proper, not so in some of the ways that I've seen in you guys know some religion, ultra religious people. Not everybody's like that, but you've seen some of the ones that make religion look bad, like it's some kind of freaking competition. Everyone else is going to hell. Enough. I can talk about that for many, many days. So I'm going to have to pull myself back, use some discipline, not talk about that too much. But when spirit's number one in your life, it gets really obvious. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have challenges. You still have freaking challenges, but you feel supported. You don't feel alone as much. And solutions to your problems come easier, which we all need that right now. We all need solutions to this great mystery that we're all finding ourselves in right now. Like, what is the future going to hold? No one knows. And if you're going to pay a psychic to tell you your future, don't pay a psychic to tell you your future, because the future, all the timelines are all crossed over right now. So have a psychic teach you about what to do today to make you have the best outcome for tomorrow. So intuitives and healers, that's how they can best help you right now, is to help you align yourself today so that your future can be in the highest alignment. The future is uncertain. So your number one task is to party. You just got to keep your party going. Just party, whatever it is that makes you party. Okay. Number 3, you got to master your energy body. I mean, that is point blank. You best be learning about your energy body, Googling that shit, taking all the energy body classes. I mean, a lot of the information that, you've heard of grounding before. So grounding is good, although grounding, the practice is changing because the energies on the planet are changing. So we're not going to get into that today. I'll just do maybe a whole other training on that. But doing things like grounding, chakras, auras, that kind of stuff. Learn about that shit and learn how to clean it up, how to own your frequency, okay? So I have a few clients right now. My number one job with them, some of them are running their own companies, is teaching them energy mastery of their own body and how to work their magic, and how to work with the magic of their team, and how to work with their team at an energetic level so that they get respect in a way that is honest, that's not tyrannical, and it's silent. So understand your energy body and commit to learning about energy and becoming an energy master. Strong boundaries. Okay, people, I could go on and on about this one. So nice people, empaths, because you feel other people's pain. You don't want them hurt because you feel it, so that you appease them so that they're better. I'm constantly in the struggle with my youngest daughter. She's 8. I feel everything that she feels. So when I hold discipline, when there's any kind of discipline, any kind of, strong word, and I feel her sadness, I feel it so strong that I stop doing what I'm doing. And then I start apologizing to her. I'm sorry, was I too harsh? I mean, it is like the ultimate mind fuck, right? When you're an empath, because you're constantly navigating, like, you don't want to hurt other people because you're going to feel their pain. So it's better to appease them. Now, unless it's your child, I highly recommend you don't do that with anyone else, because people will take advantage of you, and people have taken advantage of you because you're constantly trying to appease them because you don't want to feel their pain. Now, you may not know that that's exactly what you're doing, but I'm telling you right now, that's exactly what you're doing. You are actually self-preserving when you're being nice to people. So you might think you're a nice person, but you're really not. You're self-preserving your people. You're actually being a little selfish when you're being overly nice, because you're not teaching the other person boundaries, and you're not teaching them how to have some basic respect and basic life skills for themselves. So you are not here to rescue people. You're here to shine a light and to inspire people to lift themselves out of whatever it is they're in, right? But empaths have it confused. We think we're here to rescue. We think we're rescuing, we think we're helping, but really we're only helping ourselves when we give away too much. Another side aspect of this, when you give away too much, here's what really happens. When it's out of alignment and you're helping because you should, because you're trying to be nice, because that's what a good girl does or good boy does. My mommy and daddy taught me how to be nice. What really happens is that you suck in the dark energy. A lot of you are not just empaths, but healers, unconscious shaman. So shaman get unconsciously, someone who's unconsciously shamanic will stand next to someone, soak up their emotional pain, soak up their physical pain. But because they don't understand themselves and as an energetic being, they keep that energy in there. And guess what happens? Chronic disease happens, cancer happens, psychotic breaks can happen, deep depression happens, anxiety happens. And it's because you're not honoring yourself as an energetic being. You're not using the artillery of spirit, and you're not doing the big energetic dump that energy masters have to do, that have to learn about. You have to learn about energy when you're taking it on. Okay. So you need strong boundaries with yourself, okay? With others, with news, with the vampires, with your news feeds. What kind of news are you taking in, right? So if you lack strong mental, emotional, and physical boundaries, the more than likely you're challenged by keeping strong energetic boundaries. So if you're good at having physical boundaries and saying no, even when you want to say yes, but you say no, but you want to say yes, I want to go, I should really go to this party. I should really go because it's so rude if I don't go. And I really like this person, but I really don't want to go. And so if you keep on saying yes to that shit, it means that you have really poor spiritual boundaries, more than likely too, and energetic boundaries. And so that is often why you're feeling it so strongly on the planet. You're feeling other people's shit so strongly. So if you work on your physical boundaries with the actual people in your life, often that will translate to your spiritual boundaries. Maybe you'll have less hitchhikers, less of the dark energies come around. Because for me, when I have a dark voice enter my field, I get pretty, what do you call it? I'm like, bitch, get off me, right? But I used to think that those were my thoughts, right? I used to think. So when you know yourself so well, you know what kind of energy you hold as an energetic being. This is what I feel like when I'm powered up and when I'm strong. Very easy to feel something else coming into your space and you just flick it off. I don't think so. Not today. Get thee behind me, Satan. Not today, right? But we need support. We need angels and support. Okay, so number 5. This is really important too. Because if your life is out of alignment, if spirit's been trying to feed you through your intuition the different things that you're supposed to do to make your life better, like for instance, they told me a long time ago, after I had my miracle, they're like, inspiring me to take more angel classes or take my first angel class. And I was like, I'm a therapist. I don't need to freaking do that, whatever. Like, and it was so expensive. It was like $3,000 or something for me to fly. I had to fly to Hawaii. I mean, it's just a whole other story, but I mean, it was so freaking impractical. I didn't have the cash for it. Like, I was literally, our house was going into foreclosure. We were on the brink of divorce. We were majorly in debt, had like zero cash, literally. So impractical, right? But I was guided to go to this. And I could feel it in my bones. And so I decided to go learn about it. And so that is an example of a sacred action I was guided to take. I did it, even if it didn't make sense. And I didn't fully like understand why I was taking it. But like just not too many years later, I mean, that changed my life. It set me on my journey towards aligning my life with beauty and love, as opposed to duty, D-U-T-Y, or duty, D-U-D-O-O-D-Y. I mean, it's the same thing. But Spirit calls you to take action. There's a lot of people who are just really good at praying, but don't want to freaking get dirty. I don't want to get uncomfortable, get dirty, have scary conversations. They don't want to invest their cash. They want to cling to it. There's just, they don't, or they feel like they don't have the time to do that, or they don't want to get online and sign up for a dating app, even though all they want is love. All you soulmate people, I'm looking for my soulmate. You best be online, taking action steps to find your love. Okay. Just lower your standards a little bit. So it's so important, because when you take sacred actions, those sacred actions align your spine a little bit. Spirit can't just do it for you. You have to align your spine by aligning your life with the divine. So by me going to angel class and then starting to super listen to my intuition, what they're doing is leading me to like align my spine so that I become stronger. When you're stacked up head to toe from spirit all the way down to the earth, you're just strong. You're just stronger. Now, I still have like serious weak moments. I'm a total punk. I'm a sensitive little fool. And I break sometimes in front of my children. I'll just crack and like, blah, start crying. And then my little 8-year-old just comes giving me a pat on my back. It's so sweet. That's not the kind of strength. Like, crying is not a sign of weakness. Okay. No, I mean, I'm saying strength, actual strength. If you're a crier, you're just partying. You're just releasing energy, releasing emotions. Strength is just determination. You tell me what strength is, but I'm definitely stronger than I used to because of the work that we do here. So I'm going to check in with you again to see let's read some of the comments. Oh, inspiring. Really, Mary Lou? Oh, that's nice. Oh, Kim Jones, you've lost it today. You went into a bit of a meltdown. Yeah, I mean, it's just part of what we're going to do. I mean, being an empath, we're going to feel emotions. It's okay to feel emotions, but when we get knocked down and we stay in that state for too long, we don't have to do that. You can feel the emotion, let it ride itself through. Do your best not to like medicate it with alcohol and drugs the way I did for like 15 years. But if you got to do that, fine too, just it'll work itself out eventually. Okay, great. So let's see here. Let's go back. Let's see what's next here. Oh, are we here already? Okay, let me just make sure I didn't skip. So I want to tell you a little bit. So that takes us to the soul cleanse. Okay, we talked about some of the things you need to do. Okay, if you're a yes person, I just want to go back to strong boundaries. Start saying more no. Start saying more no. When you know it's a no, say no. Feel guilty if you want. You can feel guilty all you want. Okay, let yourself feel the guilt, but just say no. We're trying to keep you happy and alive. Okay. I used to tell I used to work, I still work a lot with empaths, and when they were suffering with like overly nice disease, I would tell them that in the beginning, it feels like you're being a total asshole, but really you're just being like probably super mild compared to most people. So if you start feeling like a bitch or like an asshole, you're on the right track. So bitch it up a little bit. You know, turn up the noise, especially now. You need strong boundaries right now with people. And people are not their best selves right now. You know, they're showing a lot of their shadow parts right now. So just know that, and don't feel like you have to appease it. Just keep your boundary. Okay, so the soul cleanse, I've been talking about this the whole time. It is a 21-day angel healing and an angel ritual. It's an energy detox at the soul level, which means we get into all kinds of weird nooks and crannies that you would never think about. I've already named a few, you know, like the ancestral stuff and past life stuff, and so much more. It's audio and video series. So if you're an audio person, there'll be a little teaching, and then there'll be the activation and the healing. And if you're a video and you want to watch, I think I have blue hair. It was like 2 years ago or something like that. So 3 years ago, maybe I had blue hair. So you can watch that. My hair changes a lot, by the way. So don't get attached to this hair either. Okay. So it's a step-by-step channeled angel ritual designed to help you step into what? Divine alignment, right? That's what I do. So it'll heal you at the soul level. It'll help you clear limiting beliefs, you know, those limiting beliefs that we inherit from our culture, from your family. And it'll help you make a deep connection with spirit. I mean, here's the thing, is that the people who take this soul cleanse say it better than anything I can say. Right? Like I know it might be hard to believe that this shit is real, especially if you've never done this stuff before, but it can be so crazy, the stuff that happens and the deep healing and peace that can come along with it. So you, along your journey in the 21 days of the soul cleanse, you'll meet all kinds of archangels, ascended masters, and other allies. I work a lot with, you know, shamanic work as well. So we kind of blend all of that. I bring all kinds of tools in there. So you'll include healing from beings like Jesus and Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, and the Creator, of course. Everything that I do starts with Source, starts with God, starts with Creator. And so during this angel ritual, you will be healing your ancestral wounding, trauma from past relationships, from past lives, your clear psychic attack energy, clear negative entities, you know, those little hitchhikers I talked about earlier. We have a whole day doing that. You do some inner child healing, some soul retrieval. You may not know what that stuff is, but trust me, it's super badass and it's fun. And let's see what else. We also have a private Facebook group for this one. And so what's so cool is that we all start on the same day. So we're going to start next week on the 29th. You can sign up today. I'll give you a link for that. You can sign up today. We're going to start next week for that. And we all start at the same time, which is so cool because you'll see people start saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe what just happened. And they'll share this crazy story that happened when they encountered this angel, or someone spirit touched them, or, you know, sometimes more interesting things happen. And what's cool, when you sign up for the soul cleanse once, so this is a paid offering. When you sign up for the soul cleanse once, you can take it for a lifetime for free, or as long as we run these, you never have to pay for it again. And so let's see. Oh, look what people are saying about the soul cleanse. Let's see what this one has. Okay, so this is from our Facebook group. This is what she says. This is by far the best thing I've ever done for myself. I feel like a new person. So much negativity has been released from my body, my mind, my soul. This soul detox has dealt with so many issues I never would have thought needed to be cleared. I am extremely glad I signed up for this. I would still be having daily panic attacks and spending my days being fearful of everything and depressed. I have not experienced any panic or fear or depression since doing this detox. Minus a couple of days here and there, but that is to be expected in life. This detox has been a miracle for me. Thank you, Corinne, for this wonderful, mind-blowing detox. You are truly an earth angel. Okay, she called me an earth angel. So that is I did not ask for anyone for testimonials, but this is the stuff that starts going up in our 7-day, in the soul cleanse, because the techniques that we're using are so deep, so powerful, and also because the people who are really called to do the soul cleanse are really, truly meant to be in the soul cleanse. So Spirit is calling you. If you are feeling this, right? Like if you can feel it, you're excited, and you're like, God, this sounds like a really interesting Maybe, because I've even had people take the soul cleanse who weren't actually official believers in even angels or anything. They were like so curious. So, and of course, like cool things happen for people. Okay, so when you sign up, here's some bonuses, okay? For the first time ever, for the soul cleanse, I'm offering a sliding scale. So there's sliding scale pricing in honor of all this mayhem that's going on. That's the first time we've ever done this. So please take advantage of that. I don't know how long I'm going to have the sliding scale option. It could last just for a couple of days. Again, I'm just listening to spirit what to do. So I know that for today, we're going to have a sliding scale, and it, probably lasts at least a couple of days, but maybe not. The first 50 people that join us will receive a free 30-minute one-on-one angel detox healing session. Now, I want to remind you, and this is from one of my Angel Alchemy Academy graduates. So at minimum, this is an $80 value because a lot of our graduates are professional level. They have real clients, and they'll be signing up to volunteer to give their time to you. And I want to remind you that that energy session that I had a long time ago changed everything for me. I felt like a different person. I detoxed for the first time energetically for that. So this offer alone is so freaking worth it, okay? Because they're going to give you angel channeling and angel messages, and it's just they're so good and they're so sweet. So I'm so happy that we have volunteers coming around to do that. So 3 live calls with me. Okay. So we're going to get together we're going to be partying down during the soul cleanse this year. So I'm going to show up 3 different times for Q&A or whatever shenanigans we get into. Also, you can join we have a private Facebook group. So it's you get to be part of a powerful spiritual community doing amazing things right now. And you'll all be on the same page. And never before have I offered this, but again, this was like divinely inspired. You'll have a chance to earn cash while you spread the love about the soul cleanse. So if you sign up, you'll get an offer to become a partner. And if you sign up to become a partner, all you have to do is share the soul cleanse. We'll give you a special link. So anytime one of your friends, family members, or community members signs up to the soul cleanse through you, you will get 50% of the cashola. Okay, I've never done that before. It's kind of like a new technology thing that we did just for the soul cleanse so that you can help spread the love and help support your bank account because it's so important right now. Okay, so isn't that cool? I love that part that we can like partner and then we can be this like, spread the light and have our friends join some really cool stuff, and you can do it together. And it's so fun. We have a lot of friends and family members take it together. Okay, so now we're going to get to, so with that, I should probably give you the link here. We're going to do some exercises right now, but I want to give you the link to the soul cleanse. It's KarenGrillo.com/soul-cleanse. Okay. So then you're going to get if you sign up, I would sign up today because sometimes we have hundreds of people take this. So sign up today, especially if you want. Now, if you have taken the soul cleanse before, do not buy the soul cleanse. Okay, I'm going to send you a different email tomorrow, today or tomorrow, so that you can opt in for free. Okay, so do not buy the soul cleanse. And everybody who has taken it before, if you want a healing, I'll get you a 30-minute healing. Okay, and if you've taken it before, you can still partner with me, and share it with your friends and stuff and earn some cashola, some greenbacks, some cabbage. Yes. Okay. So there's the link. You could take advantage of our sliding scale price while it's still there. And you can get ready to have your mind blown. Oh my God. I get so excited every year when we do this because, man, even I get blown away at the stuff that happens for people. Okay. Deep detox. All right. Okay. So let me check on the time here. Oh God, what time is it? Oh, let me see here. Oh shit, we're like so over. Okay, do you guys have 10 more minutes? Are you cool for 10 more minutes, everyone? Because I'm gonna walk you through the exercise. Oh, and Danita, oh, you took it last year, the soul cleanse. Yeah, a lot of you guys have taken it. Um, okay, good. You guys are okay. Hang in there with me. And if you got to go, I totally understand. I'm going to send you the replay anyways. But I mean, let's just keep the party going, you know? So I'm happy that you guys are here. And so are the angels, so spirit. Oh my God, I'm getting so hot all of a sudden. Jeez. Phew. I gotta start talking to them and to come and help you, and I start burning up. So hot. Oh my God. Dudes, hold on. I'm super sweating all of a sudden. Jesus. It's probably is Jesus, actually. I'm just trying to check in. It's Archangel Michael. Oh, yeah. Because I think we're starting off with Archangel Michael. That's why. Okay, I forgot we were. Okay. Woo, homeboy, you are coming on strong today. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, I want to walk you through a little exercise about how to actually sense and feel your energy versus other people's energy. This is actually a practice that I teach my Angel Alchemy Academy. But sometimes when we slow it down and we gather in groups, it can be amplified for you. So this exercise, if you're an angel alchemist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's called Me, Not Me. And if you feel like you do this work a lot, if you're already doing a lot of Me, Not Me, if you're someone who's trained with me, I highly recommend you slow down and do this with us again, because the pollution on the planet is so deep that I want to make sure while we're all gathered and Archangel Michael is so strong, that we get into some deep good stuff for you. And Michelle is saying this never gets old. I would recommend anyone to join. Oh, Michelle, yeah, anyone to join the soul cleanse. I know, and it's sliding scale, for Pete's sake. Come on, we're out of excuses. Okay. Okay, Archangel Michael, thank you. And so everybody close your eyes. We're going to go through this. It's not going to take too long. We're going to call in your angels and call in Archangel Michael around you. Archangel Michael's so strong for us today. I just have to say that if you're not already working with Archangel Michael right now on the planet, like with what's happening on the planet, you best be at least talking to Archangel Michael. And so I want you to I want you to settle yourself, relax a little bit, anchor yourself to the planet. We're going to kind of ground you a little bit here, Archangel Michael and I. So just take a few breaths and let yourself sink closely to the planet. Let Earth's gravity pull you a little down. So continue to breathe. And what am I seeing here? And Colleen saying, if you cannot get into Facebook because you're not on Facebook, what then? I just want to be clear, you don't have to be on Facebook to do the soul cleanse. It comes in email form. You can join Facebook, use a fake name so that you can participate in just the activities and stuff. But even my free calls will be through email and through a Zoom link. So don't worry about that. Taking another breath. Okay, so what I want you to do is inside of you, you don't have to say it out loud. I want you to say your first name. Resonate your first name throughout your whole body. And let yourself become sensitive. Notice how you feel that name flows through you. So sometimes it can flow like water. You kind of feel it or sense it kind of reverberate through you, but you might feel certain patches of your body where it kind of gets stuck in, like it might get stuck or polluted. Or you might not be able to feel anything in certain parts of your body. Like you might not be able to feel your arms or your back or something like that. So I want you to notice as you reverberate your name, what part, if you're a visual person, you might see energy. If you're a feeler, most of you are feelers too, so you can feel how it flows through you. Some parts of you are going to be like, shoo, it's going to zoom. The name's going to zoom down all the way down to your feet. Others of you might find certain patches like in your neck or back or whatever that it's not moving. So if you're not used to intuitive work or slowing down, I just recommend, if you can't feel or sense that, just try this a few times. You're going to get a recording. Sometimes it takes a while for our conscious mind to really catch up with what's really happening in our bodies, especially if we're kind of blown out and stressed. But Spirit's helping you be able to see, sense, and feel what's going on. And so can some of you feel where the interruption is, where it's not fluid? Just say yes if you can feel where it's not fluid. Okay. So where it's not fluid, that's where you're carrying energy from other people. So that's why it's called me, not me. So where you are is where energy's flowing. Where you're not, that's other people, that's other shit that's collected to you. That's inhabiting your body that's not new, or inhabiting your energy body. So that's not you. So what do you do about it? Okay, that's where Archangel Michael comes in today. So now that you kind of have a sense of where you're not rocking your own juju, Archangel Michael and your band of mercy, I ask you to come and lift any energy that is not them from their space. And everybody just breathe and relax. Open up, surrender to it. Archangel Michael, please go deeper, go into their organs and pull out any energy that's not them. They're showing me little tumors now that he's kind of coming in out of your stomach, out of your liver. Take a deep breath. So you ask Archangel Michael to just go through and pull out anything that's not you. And your higher self, take anything that's not me. And we're specifically going to ask Archangel Michael if anybody is carrying worries, pain, fear from anyone else on the planet regarding this COVID situation that we're in, that we ask you to relieve them and unplug everyone from the collective so that they can feel good, feel strong. We ask that you surround each person with love and light. And as he's doing this, I'm going to add in another practice here. I call this like the angelic, I forget what I call it, but it's 760 degrees of awesomeness, of angel awesomeness. So in front of you, we're going to ask Archangel Michael to put a protector angel in front of you. So I want you to imagine that a protective angel gets assigned to protect you from front. And now we're going to ask him to put one behind you so that you're shielded from the back from any weird, unconscious psychic attack energy or anything like that, anything that comes to you from behind. So good. Now we're going to ask Archangel Michael to put his protectors on both sides of you. So you have one in front and back. And what they're doing is creating a nice protective circle around you. And then one up top. Imagine a brilliant, radiant angel, a protector, a warrior to kind of shield your energy. And really, they're showing the one up top absorbs all kinds of crap, like rays, like radiation and negativity. And so that's really important. Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't realize so much of the energy, the dark energy is coming from above us. Whew. Okay, yeah, keep that one in place, guys. Don't let them move. Thank you. Okay, the one beneath us. You're going to put one down into the earth, shielding you from any harsh energy that's coming to you from beyond. And now they're all going to connect their energies together to create this beautiful love force field. Everybody breathe some more because they're still clearing out energy that's not you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And we'd like to fill you up with God's light. Can you give me permission to fill you up with some good juju? some creator light. And I'm just checking in, how many of you can feel in your body that it's changed a little bit? Say your name again and see if it's a little more fluid. Is it more fluid? Or you may have other feelings. You may feel warmth, you may feel tingles, you may feel just more peace, more shielded, more protected. I'm really digging this. That's really interesting. So the globe that we just made around us, I'm seeing it light up with an electric blue fire. And it's actually the outline of the Earth's continents. So it's this like elevated protection of the Earth as well. It's so interesting how the Earth is she's just making it into all of my meditations lately. So she's shielding you. It's like her, I'll have to meditate on that a little bit more. But it's really beautiful. It feels very protective. Okay, so you feel so light. Kathy feels so light. And Yara can smell good. Lori, you feel peace. And Gretchen just melted. This is amazing. Sunny's, yes, before my back was like a turtle shell and now it's soft and warm. Yay! Yes. So sensitives, right? Empaths, you have to become aware of how you are rocking your energy field and how it's rocking you. So in just like 10 minutes, dudes, just 10 minutes, so many of you can feel the difference, feel the change. And you can feel the energy is shifting. Some of you who are really toxic, really polluted, you want to do this exercise. Just keep asking, stay in it, commit, do it daily. And Suzanne's feeling protected. And you felt a bit change when the bottom shield went on. So you might be soaking up dark energy from the bottom, like vacuuming the planet accidentally. You don't want to do that, especially if you hold on to energy. So if you like this kind of stuff, okay, the soul cleanse is full of that and then some. And so make sure to sign up. It's bring up that screen here, give you the link. Powerful stuff. You guys, seriously, this has changed my life. My life is beyond my wildest dreams. I mean, hello, best-selling author. That shit is crazy, okay? Like, it's just crazy. It just doesn't even make sense. The only thing that made that happen was my spiritual connection, was my spiritual alignment, was my willingness to listen, to slow down, listen, and to start taking sacred actions to make spirit number one in my life. So please do. I hope to see you in the soul cleanse. Okay. We're kicking off next week. And sometime over the month, we'll get you your 30-minute session. So everybody here, just make sure to sign up if you're going to do it, so that to make sure that there's enough private one-on-one sessions with my students. But I have had so much fun with you guys. I mean, give me a break. I just love me some empaths. And I hope to be hanging out with you in the soul cleanse. 21 days of this awesomeness plus 3 live calls with me. And I literally never know what's going to happen on those calls. So mwah, 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 mwah. Love you guys. Hope to see you in the soul cleanse. Thank you so much. And I just want you to remember, you are magical. You're here for a reason. And it just takes some little spit shine, a little love, a whole lot of spirit to really get those wheels turning and to turn your life on a dime sometimes. So we're here to support you. Community is so important right now. So we're happy to bring this to you at this time on the planet. See you soon. Angel Juju coming at ya.